Okay, so today we're talking about why buyers cancel. And there's a couple reasons, more than a handful or so of, why buyers cancel contracts. One of the first, probably one of the top reasons buyers cancel contracts is because of inspection issues. Now, we all know that buyers are going to do their own due diligence when they enter into a contract, a binding agreement with the seller. One of the first things they're going to do, because they've got anywhere from a 7-day to a 10 to 14 day window, depending on what area you're in, to do their own inspections. And during that time, they're going to hire a local home inspector to come in and to inspect your home. So the bigger ticket items is generally why they will cancel: a roof, foundation problems, an HVAC system that's old or worn out or that needs to be replaced, mold, anything like that will scare buyers away. But it doesn't have to be the end. If the sellers are showing that they're willing to work with the buyers to remedy that, or to compensate maybe half or partial or a full replacement, whatever that is, as long as the agents are keeping up lines of good communications, then things would typically work out. It's when buyers feel like there is no communication on the other end is why they end up canceling, because they tend to get a little paranoid, and you just don't want that to happen. And for agents, one of the biggest things that agents need to remember during this time is to not get emotional, to keep things as professional as possible so that emotionalism doesn't transfer to the other side. Because remember, our buyers and our sellers are already emotional, and so we need to be the calming voice, the professional voice in this transaction to keep things professional. I'm also going to say that one of the things that can also put a bad seed in a buyer's mind is when the sellers have not filled out the seller's disclosure completely and accurately and honestly. It's better to disclose any known thing in that seller's disclosure, because buyers' agents will show their buyers that disclosure again during that inspection window and even before. And if there's anything on there that's not 100% accurate or not clear, it kind of makes the buyers think that the sellers are being dishonest, or maybe they're not disclosing something, they're trying to hide something. And this could not be the case at all. But if they get the feeling that is coming across because something wasn't disclosed in that seller's disclosure, then it could plant a bad seed with the buyers for them to think that the sellers are withholding information from them when they could not be at all. So for sellers, on that seller's disclosure, it is so important to fill out anything you know about the property. Usually if buyers know up front that there was a previous problem or a previous repair in an area, if they know that up front, they will feel much better about it and they'll absorb it better than if they find out about it later through their home inspector. Something was revealed that wasn't disclosed on the seller's disclosure, and that alone could cause a cancellation. The next big reasons that buyers cancel is typically because of the pre-qualification form that wasn't done thoroughly. Could have been a lender that from out of the area, or a new lender, or just a lender that wasn't following through completely on their background check of the potential buyers. So these are problems that come up. Could be that the buyers made a co-signer, were a co-signer on a loan, or that their profile changed some way. They made a large purchase during the escrow period. This is a 30-day process from the time that the buyers make an offer from the time that they close. So that's a pretty large window. Sometimes it can be 45 days, and there can be changes to the buyer's profile, financial profile, within that time. So it's always good for your agent to actually have a live conversation with the buyer's lender before you accept the offer, and get a good talk going, good communication between that lender and that buyer's agent. It's amazing the things that a lender will tell you if you just pick up the phone and give them a call, and then you can take the confidence or lack of confidence that that lender has given you over the phone to your sellers and talk to them about how that phone call went. Usually the lender will either install confidence or a lack of confidence in the buyers from that point on, and then you can determine whether that's a good fit or not. But that's typically another reason that buyers cancel, because they can't qualify for the loan.